Alrighty, about to start my match with E.Honda. He seems to have overslept a bit, so we're starting about 30 minutes late. This is the winner's bracket finals for tournament big money. So both of us are secured at least 30 bucks because we're both in the top three. The loser of this will have to go on to play the winner of Dan Brooks and either Sam E or Kaplane. And then the winner of this match goes straight to grand finals. So, at minimum, the winner guarantees themselves 50 bucks and potentially up to 120. The loser's not out, but will be in the loser's bracket. Looking at the betting odds real fast, it seems more people, equivalent number of people think myself and E.Honda will win, but the betting odds are in his favor because the people who bet on him bet big. I have forgotten to turn spec. I don't know why anyone ever lets me host. I'm so bad at making sure the table settings are correct. Anyways, let's look at this kingdom. We got action, border village, inn. Draw is just cavalry, which doesn't particularly work with inn because cavalry is like -1 action plus 1 draw, and it's like -1 draw plus 1 action, so you just spin in circles there. Not that the cycling is irrelevant. Sanctuary can thin things. Leprechaun seems like a good gainer. Sanctuary's also got plus buy. Horde can get treasures. Coven may be relevant. Coven actually does seem kind of relevant because although there's like quote-unquote trashing with Sanctuary, exiling curses doesn't actually block Coven because Coven will just put the curses right back into exile. So I think we'll probably get Coven at some point this game. I'm kind of thinking open Cavalry Overlord with the idea of playing probably Sanctuaries first and then Covens. Something like that seems good. Want the draw, gets both of those immediately into the shuffle. This just seems nice. Might even consider like using Overlord as Way of the Rat or something to draw on could be nice. Not to draw on, to get extra Overlords. I don't know why I said to draw on, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, he copied me. Copycat. So I don't want to Way of the Rat this because I'll be out of actions and I'll draw my Overlord dead. So I'm just playing this normally. Do I want another Overlord in the shuffle? Kinda do, I think. Hopefully he doesn't see his turn 3, but he's pretty likely to. I was a little sad that I missed the shuffle. I might consider... it's a tough call. Like, getting an extra Overlord seems really good. So playing Overlord as the Way of the Rat does have quite the appeal. At the same time... Oh yeah, he found his turn 3. Unfortunate. That was the thing I was going for and failed to accomplish. Anyways, playing Overlord as Way of the Rat has a whole lot of appeal because I'd love to get free Overlord. At the same time, I pass up on like a Sanctuary play and such. Yeah, he's ahead. He found both his Overlord and his Cavalry, whereas I did not do those things. Well, I did one of those things. I think I'm actually just going to rat this. I like the idea of having a ton of Overlords. Man, I sure hope the other Overlord is not on the very bottom of this shuffle. That'd be real sad. I'll see 2/3 of these cards from the horse. Yeah, basically, I think I just want to play, like, Sanctuary and Coven a bunch. Exile all my coppers and estates, give him a bunch of curses. That's the goal. Yeah, he's thinner than I am. He's got 2 Sanctuary plays on already. I do have 2 Overlords extra compared to him. But my guess is he's got a minor lead here. Okay, I didn't bottom deck it. That's good. I think I'll just Sanctuary first to get this estate out of the way. My thought process is maybe I'll just get the estates out of the way because like estates in your deck are particularly bad. And then I'll try to maybe go into Covens before getting rid of all the coppers. Because the curses are going to hurt eventually. I'm not totally sure. It might just depend on what my shuffles look like. I have 4 and 2 debt. I could play both of these as Covens and then buy a border village. I could like play one as a Coven, then rat one, And then I would have 6 minus 2, 4, minus 1, 3. I have 3 money. I don't know what I'd do with 3 money. I could play one as like Sanctuary and then wrap the other one. Tough call. I kind of like the idea of drawing one a bit. Got to get rid of one of those. That's nice. Where are we on exiling? He's ahead by 1 estate. That's not huge, but it's something. I can play this as Way of the Rat. I can play this as Coven. None of the other actions look particularly appealing, I don't think. I think I just want to get another Overlord. They're so good. In this kingdom, at least. I might just buy another. No. I think I don't want to buy another one, because I want the option to buy cavalry next turn. So I'm going to pass on buying that. So I think I'm up 4-3 on Overlords, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4-3. Oh, he's getting into those Covens early. That's scary. Can't let him do that. I think I started to get rid of this last estate. Well, never mind. Like I said, I really want to buy cavalry. So, I think maybe instead of getting rid of this last estate... No. I can safely play this. I was thinking, oh no, if I play Sanctuary, I've only got 3 coppers guaranteed. I might not have enough money to buy cavalry. But every card down here makes me money. Because it's all coppers and overlords. So there's no risk of me failing to hit 4. This is actually kind of nice because it means the cavalry I get isn't definitely not going to collide with this cavalry. So I'd give him a curse, play, end actions, buy myself a cavalry to draw on, give out another curse, play. Do I want to keep drawing on? I mean, I could buy like a 3rd cavalry and try to find that other overlord, honestly. That might be good. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, I didn't find it. That's a little sad, but such is life. I'll take another overlord, I guess. Actually, am I sure about that? I'm not sure about that, but maybe. Yeah, that's probably good. This is not the most beautiful shuffle. This makes me think I might lose the curse split. Oof, yep. I realized I'm not winning the curse split. Pretty sure I'm not going to give in all the... I mean, with a good draw, I could have given all the last 3 curses. If my overlords were on the top. But I'm only seeing 1 here. I guess it's still theoretically possible. Like, if I play this as Sanctuary, draw a horse, it draws another horse, and I draw like 3 overlords. Nope. Now it's impossible. Yeah, he's ahead on curses. I think maybe I'll play this overlord as in to try to draw one quickly. I really don't want to lose the curse split 7-3. That's going to hurt bad. At least right now I have some level of compensation because I think I have more cavalries than he does by 1. I mean, I'm mostly behind, but I have more overlords, I think, and more cavalries. Yeah, I think I'm 5-3 in overlords. We're equivalent in how much we exiled, but boy has he given more curses than I have. If I just play this as Coven, I'm probably losing the curse split 7-3, but I'm not really sure how to avoid that problem. I think I just take the gamble and play the in and really hope to draw something good. Sorry, if y'all hear loud crunching noise, that is me eating my cucumber. I made lunch while waiting for him to show up. Oof, yeah. Oh, goodness me. He does seem to be in the lead. Playing this in just seems so sad. In is not an amazing card. But I gotta take a gamble in this position. Really hope to draw like 2 overlords or something. And I guess I could play this Sanctuary and like pray that I draw a horse, but that seems worse. Ay. Yeah, this is not the draw I was hoping for. I guess I'll rat this. Okay. Alright, so I at least get to give out 2 curses. Not amazing, but the best I can do in the circumstances. And now I'm going to get a deck full of curses. And I think I'm cruising for a bruise in here. Soon-ish, I'll be looking to try to line up Leprechaun if I can. Like, we'll be in the territory, we'll be able to get 7 actions in play in the next few turns. And then you want to play your, like, 7th card as an Overlord as a Leprechaun. I don't think you want to actually get a Leprechaun at any point, because it's unreliable to line up. And you don't want to play Leprechaun if it's not the 7th card. But the nice thing is you can play an Overlord as a Leprechaun, so that you only have to play it as Leprechaun when it happens to be the 7th card. And, you know, sometimes with Leprechaun you don't particularly want a ton of golds. Like I remember playing a league match last season. Actually, it might have been versus E.Honda, in fact, in which there was, like, the Leprechaun golds were kind of proactively annoying and getting in the way. But here, I think you're totally fine if you maybe lose deck control a bit and end up just mostly having like a deck of golds at single provinces, because this kingdom doesn't seem quite strong enough to reliably build to like double province or anything. Decent attack with that cursing, and draw is not super strong. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That was a nice pile up from him. Here I am talking about the long game, and I should have paid more attention to the piles. And I was first player. Is that right? Yeah, I think I was first player. Let me edit the table. Well, that was not a good result for a player 1 game. Alright, what have we here? Another game with cavalry. No plus action at all. Anywhere. So single terminal. With that in mind, Haggler and Wayfarer I feel like are pretty good big money cards. So maybe you just play like very straightforward Wayfarer big money. Maybe you trash a little bit with like Forager and play with Haggler. I imagine Cavalry gets bought at least at some point here, although it's not a card you really want in your deck, but the short-term effect could be good. If the pouch shows up in the $4 hand, you could seriously consider buying like Tracker Wayfarer, something like that. Okay, he has 5. Oh, I have 5 as well. So he takes the Haggler. I could take Haggler as well. But I also have this option of taking Wayfarer. All the 2s are kind of undesirable, though. I'll probably get one on my $2 hand anyway. I could do Cavalry, Copper, Wayfarer, but that's probably really dumb. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Haggler, right? There's nothing fancy enough to do with pouch that is worth it. I think I'll take Tracker here. I think it's better than nothing. He agrees. Do I trash here? Probably. I'm not sure. I mean, I can top deck something with Tracker if I want to. So I've got 4 coppers down here, 2 estates, and a... That's weird. I guess this must be a real awkward hand for him, because if he buys a $3 card with Haggler, he has to gain a $2 card. I'm kind of thinking right now I trash the estate, buy Expedition, then I have $6 in hand with a Haggler. I can get like a gold and something else nice. The other option could be play tracker normally and top deck something. I can get the top deck effect whether I play it normally or as the way of the goat. So I think I'll probably trash this for sure. And then my options are between like top deck a forager and expedition. I think I like the expedition idea. So now what do I want? I could take like a gold and a second Haggler. I could take like a gold and a poacher. Can I do anything fancy with Wayfarer? Like, I could buy a cavalry, gain a forager. Which card? So how would this affect the price? The last other card gained. So if I buy the cavalry, I'll gain the forager, then they gain the cavalry, then Wayfarer will cost 4. And so then I can't afford the Wayfarer unless I happen to draw 2 coppers off. Actually, I'm guaranteed, aren't I? I trashed my estate. Well, almost guaranteed. I could draw the cavalry, I guess. That'd be a little bit sad. Buy cavalry, gain forager. Buy Wayfarer, gain forager. Something like that. Maybe those foragers could be silvers. Something like that sounds good, although I'm getting like way over terminal at that point. I could also just trash with this Haggler. And I buy a 4 cost and a 3 cost, and I still get the little effect. I mean, gold's not that really that better. Gold, I mean, it's a big money game, so gold is actually kind of good here, but it's not like that much better than anything else. So what are my options? Realistically speaking, the cavalry line seems a little bit too speculative. I could buy a 3 cost, I'd gain a 2 cost and a 3 cost. I could buy Wayfarer, and if the 2 costs didn't all suck so much, that would be desirable. I think I kind of like trashing the estate and just taking like poacher forager or something. I mean, gold's actually good here, but trashing estates is still also good. I think I'm just going to do that. I feel like I have the better shuffle luck this game. His turn 3 looked to be kind of bad. And so I think I might be able to make up for game 1 here. Although I shouldn't get too cocky. Not with this many people watching. Very global game. We got, looks like some of the Japanese players have come to watch. Donald X himself is watching, the creator of the game. Steph, the creator of the site. Many spectators. That's a pretty good boon to get. You basically get the way of the goat effect and also a coin. He expeditions, fair enough. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I could buy copper and then buy like 3 Wayfarers. I mean, I probably shouldn't do that, but I could. But 5 terminals in my deck is probably not the best. So what do I buy? What's down here? I've trashed 2 estates. There's an estate down there. 5 coppers. No, that's not sounding right. There, 2 coppers were here. There's 4 coppers here. Estate, 4 coppers, poacher, Haggler, I think. So if I buy expedition, my Haggler misses the shuffle. Maybe I don't do that. 5 is just an awkward number here. How much do I value the Wayfarers actually? Like in the abstract, Wayfarers I think are a really good card for big money. Smithy's a good big money card, and getting free silvers is actually really good in a kingdom like this. That having been said, I've already got 2 terminals with Haggler and Tracker, and this idea of just like add a bajillion Wayfarers does not play well with that. Noble Brigand could eventually be good here, because I would expect gold and silvers to get taken, although none have yet. Trader could be good with all these like extra buys and stuff. You can like buy coppers and turn them into silvers. I don't know. I really don't know what I want. I can't top deck whatever I buy for whatever that's worth. Wait, I just had an idea. So the trader errata hasn't taken place yet. They were going to change this for when you gain a card, do the exchange thingy. But I don't think that's been changed yet. The idea I was having was like, take a trader, then buy cavalries, return them for silvers, and you get like the +2 card effect and also get the silvers. But I don't think that works. Honestly, I think trader might still be good. Man, that feels so dumb though. Yeah, you don't get that effect at all. That's unfortunate. Maybe trader's not a good idea. Maybe I'll just take another haggler and stop thinking about this. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I want to top deck it. Now I think I just take a gold and probably a poacher. I don't foresee piles running out. Yeah, I think this is just going to turn into a very simple big money game. All the interesting ideas I have with Wayfarer and Cavalry and such are just like not quite worth it when you can only play one terminal per turn. Throw in like a village or something, this kingdom would play so differently. Okay. So now the question is, would I rather play the Haggler normally, take a gold and a poacher, or would I rather play the Haggler's Way of the Goat, take a silver, a poacher, and trash an estate? Or maybe trashing the tracker. No, trashing the tracker is not good yet. I mean, it's reasonably likely to collide with my Hagglers and be a dud card anyway. But there's a chance I draw it on a turn when I have no Hagglers in hand. So it's basically like... So poacher either way. Would I rather have a gold and an estate in my deck or a silver in my deck? I feel like the answer is probably just to have the silver in the deck. Because gold and estate's like 1.5 money on average. So I think I'm going to do it that way. I could take another forager. Do I need to get that thin? I don't think I need to get that thin. Just a little bit thin is fine for me. Ooh, he hit 8 already. Big turn. Oh, it makes sense the expeditioned last turn. I might have to start thinking about expeditioning to hit big numbers. I still think I'm in a better spot though, right? Like, he's only got the one Haggler. He doesn't have the gold. He doesn't have the silver. I don't think he can do this reliably at all. I think it's him. I'd probably actually just take Province Gold, but like double poacher, double silver could be reasonable because his deck is really dying for money. This is like a super early province, but like in a very simple big money kingdom, that's totally fine, especially when you're getting a gold off of it as well. This is not the sort of kingdom where you want to build real big. Let's trash that. Maybe I should undo that. I think I want to undo that. If I trash the pouch, I can afford province. And that might be worth doing. I think that's probably worth doing. The pouch isn't that much more valuable than the copper, for being honest here. It's a pretty good boon for him to get. Oh, he still missed his 8. That's a little unfortunate. Just needed to find that gold. Expedition Poacher makes sense. 6 is a little bit awkward. I might actually just buy Duchy. I can buy Cavalry and try to draw one, but I don't actually want the Cavalry to be in my deck, I don't think. I think I'm very seriously considering just buying the Duchy. Because the problem is I'm buying like a province per turn here, most turns. And so the Duchy gives me a lead in the eventual Duchy dance thing that's going to happen. I think I'll trash the trash the Haggler. Trash the Haggler here so I can hit 8 again. A little sad, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I could gain one back, but I think gold is just better for me at this point. Alright, here's my good cards. I'll hit 8 here, right? I mean, I see 7 already. Let's have to draw like at least a copper. We don't want to top deck that. I like the position I'm in because I'm player 2. And so if this continues on, I'll win. Like I can take a province and he can't province back, or we'll just tie. The problem is if he can do like province estate or something, because he does have plus buy in his deck. So it's not like a guaranteed win or anything. I could consider like estate expedition. Threaten to do like, I don't know, okay, is like province duchy a feasible thing my deck can do? Probably not. Actually, I think double expedition does make a lot of sense here, because I have a Haggler coming up. I could like buy province and haggle cavalry for plus buy. That seems real threatening. Oh yeah, look at this hand. Maybe I could even double province here. I'll have to think about this. I got 8, 10, 12, 14. That would be a gamble, but I could forage duchy, play Haggler, buy province, take cavalry, get another plus buy off of it. Actually, the plus buy is irrelevant because I'll have the plus buy from forage anyway. But I've got 14 here already, and if I draw like 2 coins worth down here, then I could buy double province. Now the problem, of course, is like I'll be out of actions, so drawing the poachers, which are down here, would actually be really sad. So I probably shouldn't take that gamble. What will most likely happen, I think, here is I'll do like province duchy or something. Depends on what he buys. But man, if my poachers were in this hand, I think I could very seriously be threatening to double province. The problem is that line involves trashing duchy, and so the gamble's a bit of a risk. Because if I don't win that turn, I've lost one of my key victory cards. It would be nice if you could haggle an expedition, like buy province and then take expedition with your haggler. But obviously it only gains cards, not events. There's no way he buys province, because I'm sure he's sure I can do single province. So maybe he just buys like duchy or something. Don't really know. Okay, he just buys 2 expeditions himself. Okay, now I should really think about this. I could just buy like 3 expeditions back. and just keep building bigger. That would be pretty funny. But the triple expedition line seems more dubious because I don't have a haggler down there. And I think part of the reason I wanted to do the expedition thing so much was, or forager. Part of the reason I liked it was because I had plus buy coming up. I knew for sure I could haggle cavalry for plus buy if I needed it. Whereas I have no forager down there, no haggler down there. I could draw potentially one of those 2 with my poacher, but that's far from guaranteed. So what do I do then? Let me think about this line again. Forage duchy, play haggler. I have 14 money, right? 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah. And then I buy province, gain cavalry. What cards are down here? There's 2 provinces down there, 2 poachers down there. J-E. There's a gold down there, and if I draw that, I win. I could conceivably draw coppers. There's 2 coppers down there. Yeah, I don't think that gamble is worth it. It basically, I think, only wins if I draw the gold. Because if I draw the poachers, I'm sad. If I draw the tracker, I'm sad. If I draw the provinces, I'm sad. Theoretically, I could draw both coppers, but that seems just incredibly unlikely. So I don't think I can safely do the province cavalry buy line. Okay, what happens if I miss? If I like buy province, gain cavalry, I could buy the duchy back. No, but he'll very reasonably likely have enough money to do like province estate, and that would win. So what if I just trash the copper? I'll have 8, 9, 11, 13. I could buy province and duchy, and then he would have to do province, duchy, estate, which is still not that likely. I could even take cavalry and maybe try to get an extra estate off of that line. I kind of like that idea. Yeah. It feels safer. I don't think he can beat province. I don't think he can do province and duchy and estate with his deck. Now, actually, if I find the gold, this line wins anyway, so there's no good reason to do the duchy thing, I don't think. Province. I don't find the gold. Man, that would have been nice, but just drew the gold. And then could win one base. What's down there? Man, I have a really nice hand down there. Like, I could take... Oh, I'm definitely playing duchy, no question here. The question is, do I take a cavalry? I have a roughly 2/7, so like 28% chance of drawing gold and being able to buy an extra estate, which is just like a little extra cushion. I could just leave that there and say, as long as he can't do province, duchy, estate, then I win. Because down there is like, what? Coppers, a gold, 2 poachers. That seems like it's probably enough that it should be winning. Where did I draw here? Yeah, wait, I think down here is 1 province, 2 coppers, 2 poachers, a gold, and I don't know what else. I don't know. I think I just want to leave it there. I don't think I want to draw one. I want to guarantee that if he misses, I can win. So maybe I just take like a silver or something here. Oh, it's another poacher. Yeah, so if he doesn't hit 17 and 3 buys, I win. Can't be sure that he doesn't, but I feel like his deck isn't that good. Okay, I think I win now. I think the best scenario for him was playing Haggler and doing the like cavalry thing I was doing. And yeah, he cannot do that. I'm pretty sure I've got a gold down here. I got 5 in hand, so that should be a win. Sure, but I didn't miscount my golds. Yep, there it is. All right, 1-1. That second player advantage showing up. Okay, what's with all these boring kingdoms? Okay, so what do we got here? No draw. We do have thinning, though. We do also have colonies. So my guess is you get sanctuary, you get pretty thin, you get colonies, or you get platinum and colony. I think university is pretty skippable here. I'm taking sanctuary on 5 for sure. On the 3, could be fortune teller, could be gladiator, could be silver. Gladiator, slightly likely to hit 3, which could be a good number. Fortune teller has like an okay attack. I don't think it's silver. I think I pick between these two. Do I value the attack or the risk of hitting 3? The Gladiator could eventually be valuable if, like, Fortune gets uncovered, and then you get an extra gold off of it. But I think the Fortune Teller could just maybe pay off. No, Fortune Teller is just such a bad card. I always second guess myself if I ever want to buy it. Like, if it skips over their Sanctuary or something, you're really happy. But it very well might just skip over, like, their coppers. I think I'm going to take the Fortune Teller anyway, though. Gladiator does not seem quite important enough to me. Okay, he takes Gladiator. Fair enough. I thought it was at the very least close. Alright, I hit 3. This is probably just a silver. Okay, so my Fortune Teller does not get to skip the Sanctuary. A little bit sad. Oh, well, it kind of skipped. Didn't really skip the Sanctuary because it just created a clean shuffle for him. But it theoretically did technically do that. I have 5. Seems like it's just a second Sanctuary to me. Fourth, an awkward number here. Do I want another silver? It's still probably better than nothing, I guess. We're basically doing the same thing, but he's got the Gladiator and I've got the Fortune Teller. There we go. Wait. It's just creating clean shuffles for him because he's got his estate in his hand. So this isn't really that all that significant. But it looks nice. Looks like he's got 2 important cards. So now I think I want Baker. I think 2 Sanctuaries is enough to get thin, and Baker can help me get to Platinum. Yeah, we're basically doing the same thing. The only real difference is this Fortune Teller. And once the estates are gone, the Gladiator will admittedly look a little bit better. Oh, nice. I put the estate those on top of his deck. Okay. To be fair, the Gladiator has also done, like, absolutely nothing for him. It's just been a terminal silver as well. So both of these cards are looking basically like silver equivalents. He takes a gold over another Baker. I think I disagree with that. I think I still like the Baker better. You know what they say about buying golds. Like, gold helps you get Platinum, but so do Bakers. Look how thin this deck is. So thin. Look how useless this Fortune Teller is. I feel like Platinum's going to be the best buy here, right? I mean, I could take another Baker and have 4 coffers, but my deck's already super thin, so I think I'm fine adding another stop card now. Pretty soon I'm going to be down to like 5 or fewer stop cards. He gets the Platinum as well. I think I'll just take a second one now. This Gladiator has yet to hit a single time. Both of these have just been so useless. Which is honestly kind of comforting. It means that opening choice that I was deliberating over ended up not really mattering very much at all. Maybe I should just take like 2 more Bakers here. Or Baker and buy Fleet already. Probably too early for Fleet. Will he take the last 2? I'd expect him to. He could take the Colony here. He can also consider Platinum, I think, because I have 2 Platina to his 1. I wonder if I want Horde at all. Like, golds aren't bad. But with Sanctuary, I could also just have like a nice thin golden deck where I buy platinum every turn, or buy Colony every turn, and then Sanctuary to exile it again every turn. Like, I'm already wanting to get rid of these silvers and stuff. Okay, so now, how many stock cards do I have? That's a Sanctuary. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can afford a 5th one, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to do Platinum, Fleet, and then start buying Colonies. He did win the Baker split 6-4, which will help him in the very long game because he'll have a bunch of coffers and whatnot. But I already have more coffers than he does, and I have 3 Platinum. So I think I'm in a good spot. Your Gladiator is not going to hit anytime soon. Okay, probably soon. Pretty soon it'll probably start to hit. But, wait, this was actually, I think, a blunder on his part. This is definitely a blunder. If he checked my exile mat, he would have seen I've exiled all of my coppers. He could have revealed copper for 1 extra coin. Granted, I would expect him to buy platinum here, which would make it irrelevant whether he has... Oh, no, he's buying Colony. Yeah, he just wasted a coffer by revealing the wrong card. Down there is... I'm not sure what. Wait, did I have 5 Bakers? J-E, J, J, E. So 3-2 for me. 3-3. 4-4. Wait. Not confused. Oh, I see. So of the 6 individually gained Bakers, it's E, J, E. Oh god, I'm still lost. Start from the top. J, E, J, J, E, E. So 3-3. Gains 2 Bakers. Okay, never mind. I thought he'd won the Baker split. It's actually 5-5. So it's a Baker down there and a Sanctuary. So now I want a Colony. And what else do I want? I already got Fleet, which is really nice. He hasn't even bothered to get Fleet yet. I have 4 stock cards. I kind of want to keep my deck nice and thin. So I could seriously consider just buying 1 Colony here and adding like a Sanctuary or something. I think I'm going to score. You can do like Colony Province. That's 19. What ends up being awkward for him? If there are 6 colonies left, he can't really double, can he? He takes... I leave him with 6 colonies. He takes 1, which brings it down to 5. And maybe I take 2 to bring it down to 3. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this line. Hey! The Gladiator finally did something. I think I'd rather exile this Fortune Teller than not exile it. Okay, that's sad. I don't get to exile 2 things this turn. So now my deck's going to get a little bit out of control. I might just want a 3rd Sanctuary then. Which would cost me 16. I feel like I'm in the driver's seat here. I've got Fleet. I've got a bunch of coffers. This is just looking better for me. Granted, I haven't gotten my colony down on my map. Now my deck's thin again. Okay, so now I've only got 3 stock cards, 3 platinum, so I can add 2 more things of value. Maybe just Colony and Gladiator. Gladiator's like a nice cheap gold. Could add Province Gladiator. Yeah, I think I like adding Colony Gladiator, because then if he takes any colonies, I'm threatening to double. It does feel silly exiling my Fortune Teller to just buy a Gladiator back, but such is life. Maybe I should have just kept the Fortune Teller around to begin with. I don't even know. Is he gonna buy Fortune? He could do Fleet Fortune. Maybe that's a thing. Province. I was thinking maybe his way to gamble his way back into this was to have like some massive Fortune turn on his Fleet turn. Okay. Is this enough? This is enough, right? That's 36. I only need 33. Yeah, that's enough. GG. Okay. 2-1. How was player 1 though? Another Baker game? It's kind of looking like another Baker game. I see no way to trash. No real way to draw. Technically, Crossroads could be draw. If you had like a bunch of victory cards in your hand, you could draw with Crossroads, but that seems remarkably unreliable. Plenty of action between Crossroads, Snowy Village, and Coin of the Realm, but that's all kind of irrelevant. So what are we doing here? I feel like it's kind of like Baker stack. Just get a bunch of Bakers and play them. The question is how to do that. My initial intuition is like Fairy Nomad Camp, with the idea of then I have plus buy and can potentially buy multiple Bakers per turn if need be. Oh, the Fairy would go on the Baker, I guess. I should clarify that. The idea is put the Fairy on the Baker token. Wait, put the Fairy token on the Baker. And then buy Nomad Camp. Like if I draw Nomad Camp 3 estates, or Nomad Camp 3 coppers estate, or Nomad Camp 4 coppers, I could buy 2 Bakers the very next turn, which seems nice. What are the other options? Flag Bearer, maybe? there was a game, I beat E.Honda in the league match, I think, where I took the flag and he was like, let me have it for too long. And so maybe the flag becomes a thing. I think we're going to have the same idea. I would expect him to open Nomad Camp here. Yep. We're doing the same thing, and he's player 1, so that kind of bodes ill for me. Maybe he gets a worse draw. Nope, he gets to do the same thing I do. We are exactly mirrored. He'll buy another Baker now, I assume. Unless maybe he sees all 3 of his estates. That'd be nice. For me. I'm guessing he has 3 estates and 2 coppers in hand and is considering whether to buy these. In which case I'd buy it. Oh no, he just had 3 coppers. I'm not sure what the deliberation was. That felt like an obvious Baker to me. Well, I think I might be losing the Baker split here. I'm going to have 4, he'll have 4, and then he's reasonably likely to be able to buy 2 more next turn. A little unfortunate. Considering whether to spend this copper to get Lighthouse. Because Lighthouse is basically just like a slightly weaker silver here. It's a silver that misses the shuffle a lot, because it'll often stay out of play. And I wonder if having a slightly weaker silver is better than having a single coin token. I don't know. I could also just buy a Nomad Camp with the idea of potentially buying 2 Bakers next turn. Actually, pretty much guaranteed. I think I'm guaranteed to have 2 Bakers next turn if I buy a Nomad Camp here. I don't like that idea. Well, assuming he doesn't buy 2, which he very well might. Yeah, rip. But I don't think I had a way to not lose that split. Baker Scheme, Baker Lighthouse, Baker move fairy token to something. And I've got 2+ buy cards. So I could consider, like, just, I was thinking, like, put fairy token on Lighthouse, and then every time I put my nomad camp, I could pick up, like, a free Lighthouse. But it just feels like too long term. I don't think this game's going to go super long. I think I should probably just buy the Lighthouse directly. If I were him, I would think about getting Flag Bearer. It's more annoying for my deck to add another terminal than for his, because I've already got 2 terminals and he's got 1. Oh, you know what I really probably should have done? I could have played that Nomad Camp as the Camel. That might have been better. And then I don't buy the Lighthouse, but I can get like a gold later or something. I should think about Camel more. Now that Bakers are out, adding gold kind of seems good. Which is what he's actually doing right now. I might do the same. I think I like Scheme better than Silver, though. I could Scheme a Baker, get an extra coin token each turn. He's going for a bunch of golds. I think I value the coffers enough that I'm not going to put my Bakers as Camels like he is. I could buy my gold now. And we've had relatively boring kingdoms for this match, honestly. Like, the most interesting one, I think, was the first one, and that one ended prematurely when I got 3-piled pretty bad. And then we had the boring Haggler game. We're having this relatively boring game. The other one, the Colony one, was, I guess, slightly interesting, but it was still like, very, very straightforward. It was like, buy the terminal silver, buy the sanctuaries, buy the bakers, buy the platina. And I just either did that in a slightly better order or perhaps just had slightly better luck. He has more golds than I do. Do I want to buy a second set of golds? Like, I could consider cameling this. I think kind of sounds good. And then buy one more set of golds before I province. Take a scheme. Scheme of Baker. I might be waiting too long to green. Maybe I should have just bought a Lighthouse and then planned a province for the rest of the game. It might be overestimating the strength of my deck, but I do have a lot more coin tokens than he does. Coffers. Oh, they used to be named coin tokens before Renaissance came out. And then they got retroactively renamed because Renaissance introduced coffers. I'm kind of thinking gold flag bearer. Make him contest the flag. He is not going to contest the flag. I will happily keep it. Okay. So I want province. Do I want anything else? Probably not right now. Terminal collision. I should consider when to cash out on these coin tokens. Coffers. Coffers. They're called coffers. One problem I'm potentially going to face is, like, usually I want to save them as late as possible so as to retain pressure to, like, empty provinces at an opportune moment and make it harder for your opponent to play around. But at the same time, there's this risk where I'm not drawing my deck and I've only got 2+ buy cards in my entire deck, the 2 nomad camps. So it might be that, like, he brings it down to 1 province or 2 provinces left in a turn where I don't even have the plus buy and can't spin them all. And so I might consider spinning them early. Like, here I have 7, 9... No, I was going to consider double provincing here, but I'm actually 1 coin short anyway. But, like, maybe after this, the next time I find my nomad camp, I just double province with it. It looks like 3 of my bakers missed the shuffle, which is kind of unfortunate. How dare you take the flag? That's my flag. I might just have to take that back here. I could do dodgy flag bearer. No, taking that province seems good. I like taking odd-numbered provinces. I might have to let him have it. 3 coffers is a lot of coffers. I'll take it back. I think one thing that was relevant was having the flag increases my ability to see them in Nomad Camp more often. And again, I want to be seeing plus buy on as many turns as I can, so as to threaten to double province on those turns. He can win here, for example, if he happens to have like Nomad Camp and an exceptionally good hand, although I think that's still pretty unlikely. And I sure hope my Nomad Camp's on top. Well, not the strongest start. I really just gotta find that Nomad Camp. I forget. So this term has a unique rule where if you tie, rather than it registering as like 0.5 or anything, you replay the game. But I forget whether you replay it as the same starting positions or opposite starting positions. Maybe it's in the rules. Ties are ignored. Any tied game is replayed on a different randomly generated board with the same starting first player as before. Okay. I feel like this Dutchy dancing does not favor him. Because I will eventually find my Nomad. Oh my goodness, that's like all my terminals in the same hand. Whew. Not a great shuffle, but still I think should be fine here. Well, if he provinces and duchies, I'll probably... Can I even do province duchy back? I might have to just take the tie. I think it's him. I would take province duchy. Oh shit! No, he can't do that. For some reason, I thought for a second he could do double province. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought that. Yeah, I'll just take the tie here. Unfortunate. I was close to winning this one. All right. So I don't think I need to edit the table. Ooh, torturer. And no real trashing. I wonder if you might end up having to, like, you might get forced into actually taking a transmute here, just for the sake of trashing. Well, no, I mean, champion will probably come online fast enough that won't be an issue. Plus buys, wine merchant. Draw, courtyard, torturer. Action, mounting village in the short term, and then champion later. No trashing. Well, transmute, but transmute's so awful that I don't. Actually, Transmute plus Way of the Horse is, like, weirdly kind of fine. Because, I mean, the problem with Transmute is it doesn't really trash. It just, like, turns junk into other junk. You turn your, like, coppers into Transmutes, which suck. You turn your estates into golds, which suck. You turn your treasures or your actions into duchies, which suck. But with Way of the Horse, you turn your coppers into labs. And, well, one-shot labs, because it turns them into transmutes, and then you just, like, horse them back. Does it actually make sense here to take a potion? I feel like the answer's gotta be no. I might be talking myself into opening Transmute in a game with money on the line. Should I do it? So you add a potion, then you have to buy the Transmute, but then you're trashing the coppers. No, I don't think it still can't be worth it. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to open Page Courtyard, but maybe there is going to be a point where Hero's going to show up, and maybe I consider doing the potion thing then. I think maybe that'll be the time to get the potion. The problem is just early potion slows you down so much. You have to add 2 junk cards, the first potion and the first transmute, before you start doing anything that helps your deck. So I just don't think the transmute early is worth it. I'll take the Page. We'll do Page Courtyard. Yeah, he's doing the same. I think Mountain Village might be good here. Helps find your traveler more often. It could just be a second courtyard. He gets a torturer. Okay. Oh, this is unfortunate. My Page is going to miss the shuffle. Is his? No. Okay, I'm behind. I am behind. He got to see his page turn 3 and trigger a shuffle with it in it. I don't even see my page before this. Oh my god. This is terrible. I will top deck the mountain village and then grab the page out. Yeah, god, all of this sucks. So I top deck the mountain village, I can grab the page and play it, but then I don't get to use the mountain village to grab the courtyard, which is what I would really love to do. If I put the page on top, yeah, none of this works. None of this works very well at all. It doesn't really make a difference, right? Because my plan would just be mountain village into page, which is identical to just putting the page on top itself, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just in a bad spot. I'll take another courtyard. Duplicate mountain village. Mountain village, or I could even be another courtyard. Who has the second courtyard? Oh, I do already. I'll take a second mountain village then. This torture is going to hurt a bit with mountain village though. Because I'll have to discard bad stuff and then potentially pick it back up. I'll take a torturer, I guess. I get to play it, at least, I think. Oh, I should play it here. That torturer should be hitting now, though, and that's going to hurt. Because I'm going to have to put 2 estates into the shuffle. I really don't want to do that. The harm here is not the discarding the estates itself, because like these states don't help me. It's that because I'm going to trigger a shuffle here, because I'll have to take my torturer and play it to find the... Wait a second. Is he going to trash my treasure hunter before I get to play? Oh god, no. Please, no. God! Dang it! Oh no! Oh no! Well, there goes his game. Okay, so it's going to be 2-2 now. I saw that coming. Yeah. I think I've lost now. I have to waste a buy getting the page back. I'm so dead. These torturers are going to kill me now. Because I needed to get that champion in play to defend against the torturer attack. Oh, this is over. This is so over. This is so incredibly over. I'm going to take this. And then take this. Ay, ay, ay. This is really, really bad. I have buy the page for 6. God. The other option is I kind of need plus buy now, so I could like buy the wine merchant and then buy page next turn. But I'm also a little bit low on actions for doing all that. I think this is fine. I think what will likely happen is I'll buy the page here, and then pick it up with a mountain village, and I'll still be playing at the same shuffle, which makes it okay to buy the wine merchant now. Yeah, oof, oof, oh. Man, my odds of winning this are like 5%, maybe. Does he have another torturer coming up? He played one. Oh, but yeah, shit, I gotta take this curse. He's gonna hit me with a second one. God, I'm so dead. I'll play this out a few more turns and pray. I can get rid of those curses though. That trusty transmute I plan on getting. If I ever get to hero in the first place. Yeah, he takes potion. He sees the transmute play. He understands. I should probably just take copper here. I don't think I want to trigger the shuffle. And now what do I buy? Oh, now I have to take a bajillion silvers to even advance this treasure hunter. Ouch. I do not want that many silvers in my deck. I don't want anywhere near that many silvers in my deck. Just another torturer, I guess, for a draw. He's already got champion in play. And Well, I don't. At least I finished my cucumber. Maybe that'll be the make or break. Now that I got that vitamin A in my system, I'm gonna start playing better. God, this is bad. I mean, realistically, I don't think this game was like poor play. I think this game was just rather unfortunate shuffle luck. I really don't enjoy Page. I love Peasant. Peasant's really fun. Page is just like often very luck dependent for reasons like this, where one warrior trashes the other. Well, in this case, it's a treasure hunter even, and then the game's just over right there. Yeah. It's one of those cards I would definitely put on my dislike list if I had more space. Transmute. Alright. Well, at least we got to see Transmute get bought. I'm happy on his behalf that he gets to do the Transmute play that I likely will never get to. I think I'm fine leaving this Wine Merchant on the mat for a bit and just trying to accelerate my deck by buying more pages, which I can then play as like Way of the Horse. It's like buying little rides, I think. Maybe they should be courtyards. I'll take them as courtyards, and I'll probably end up playing them as horses. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so dead. Transmute, alright. Nice to see Transmute win a game. Top deck that, buy another one. Oh. This is why it's called Torturer. Okay, I think I'm gonna resign now. He's gonna hit me with another one. Perhaps multiples. Okay. GG. This was going nowhere fast. It's my turn to go first now. Okay, what have we here? Okay, so we got Village Green. We have Mill, which can activate that. Poacher, which eventually can activate that. And I think that's it. So that's our village. Haunted Woods or Blacksmith is the draw. Trashing, Forager, mainly. Remodel and Stonemason might also be of some relevance. We got Chariot Race. Not really any great way to set that up. I mean, maybe there could, like, not that you really want Mystic, but you could, like, use Mystic to check the top card of your deck to see whether it was an expensive card before playing Chariot Race, I guess. I don't think Mystic is going to get bought, most likely. So we're building something here. Villages, draw, buys. How do we open? So remodel can turn those estates into 4s, and there's a lot of 4 costs that are worth getting here, like Mill, Village, Poacher. Poacher will help us hit 5, which 5 is nice for summon, to get 4s also, or just to get Haunted Woods outright. Mill also helps hit 5. Definitely not opening Village Green, but we'll want those eventually. I think I'm leaning towards... I don't know. The argument against remodel, I think, is I could do something like get a Poacher or a Mill, hit 5, and then summon the remodel. And then get the remodel on the next turn's play anyway. That could be an idea. Kind of like that idea. What if I just open like Poacher Silver or something? Like if I hit 5, I summon stuff. If I hit like 7 or 6, I get Stonemason for 2 4s. Remodel Forager is like a totally viable opening though. I think I'm gonna go bigger. Well, Mill is probably better than Poacher, isn't it? Because it's almost certainly to see at least 1 estate, so it's gonna be at least +1. And then potentially +2 if I draw with 2 estates. I'll take Mill. And then do I take silver here? I think my strategy involves taking silver. Yeah. Oh well, this. The idea was to hit 5 turn 3, and then I can summon the remodel, play it turn 4, and then I've got the benefits and none of the costs. But it ain't gonna happen if I don't see my silver or my mill. I guess I'll just take Forager now. Yeah, remodel Forager is just the more straightforward thing. You just like buy the treasures directly. The summon thing I think has the potential to have a big high roll though. I'll probably summon remodel now. Actually, does it really matter? Like, if I just buy the remodel, it's going to my shuffle anyway. Might could just buy Haunted Woods or something. I think I'm still gonna summon it. Oh, I forgot I had this over there. I have 6. I could Stonemason for 2. 4 costs. That might be better. I'll do that. I think I will summon remodel now. I'm really likely to see an estate on top there. Next turn. Okay. Did I say really likely to see an estate on top? Apparently I meant not that likely to see an estate on top. I guess I can just kill the stonemason. I don't really need that. Trashing copper to get an estate doesn't really help me. I could play it as seal actually. I guess is one option. Wait, I still have a chance. I can draw? Okay, now we're in business. Okay. I think I'll just take a second village green here. Plays really nicely with the mill. Not discarding. Do I want to trash or do I want to buy something? What's on top there? I think I've got another remodel on top. And that's about it. I think trashing is probably just better, right? I could buy... No, it's too early for Royal Blacksmith. I've still got a bunch of coppers around. Where is he at right now? So he did remodel Forager. He trashed a copper on an estate, gained a poacher. He bought a silver. We're in similar spots. I think he's probably slightly ahead, given my non-optimal turn 3 shuffle. Alright, Haunted Woods makes sense. It's a good card. This is not a bad turn either, though. I think I should take a second mill now to activate those village greens that I've got. I do have 3 villages to his 1. There's only 1 stack of villages, so that's kind of significant. You can get around it maybe a little bit by just repetitively summoning stuff. Like you summon a chariot racer, summon a poacher, or mill every turn to get an extra village effect. Not super efficient though, that's for sure. Wish I would have seen those 2 together. I can discard and have 6. I think I'd rather just trash probably. Where's my mill at? I really should get Haunted Woods in though. You could stonemason for 2 more maybe. Not totally sure what he wants here. Mystics. My guess, I don't know, maybe he's just gonna like stonemason mystics into more villages, because I feel like he needs villages right about now. I could remodel 1 into like Haunted Woods. I could play them both as seal and buy another village. I think I have more villages than I need, but they I'd really like to deny them to him. But I feel like I'll be able to get them pretty quickly. I want to hit 5. I really want to hit 5 soon. I'm not hitting 5 very consistently anymore. I mean, the way I was going to hit 5 was going to be lining up village greens and mills, but they seem to be avoiding each other rather nicely. I think I'm fine having 2 remodels around, so I'm just going to buy another village green and top deck it. Where are my mills? Where are you at? They're down there somewhere. Man, I'd love to have a mill in hand right now. Yeah, I think I'm not behind. I just don't have draw. And I need to hit 5 to get the draw. And, well, I thought I had a way to hit 5, but it ain't working out. I'd love to hit 7. If I can hit 7, I can stonemason for 2 haunted woods, and then I'll be a happy camper. But yeah, he's been getting his haunted woods in play every single turn. He's been seeing a lot more cards every single turn. I am quite behind at this point, I think. That's unfortunate, because it means I will be with my back against the wall for the next game. I'll be down 3-2, and if I lose either of the next 2 games, I'll be out. Well, not out of the tournament, but out of the match. I'll be into the loser's bracket. What's he buy here? I'd probably just stonemason for 2 more haunted woods. Oh, 2 more mystics, interesting. Okay. I didn't expect mystic to be the thing to do here, but I guess he disagreed. Where are my god dang mills? There we go. Alrighty. Play now. I guess I should play. I don't want to trigger this shuffle. I also want the village greens to go black in the shuffle though, so I'm going to play that now. I'm just going to play this as a seal, so I don't have to draw. So now I could trash and have 6, or I could seal and have more than 6. The argument for not trashing is I can get 2 haunted woods. But I think I could be fine just getting 100 woods right now, and then picking up the other one next turn, because I only need to play 1 per turn, so I don't need to necessarily get them both off the stonemason. And trashing the copper does seem good. I think I'm still going to trash. I just can't justify passing up on trashing. I will top deck it because I want to guarantee that I play it. Maybe I just need more mills. I thought this mill village green thing was going to happen way more frequently than it turned out to. And the problem is, with his deck so strong, I can't realistically deny him village greens, because he can just like stonemason one of his mystics into 2 village greens whenever he wants a bunch and then take a ton. Or buy stonemason and then take 2 village greens off of that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up splitting the villages 5-5 despite my early lead, because he just like snags all 4 in one go or something. I'll have to go back and look at this one later. I still like my opening. I'm not sure if it was the best opening, but I think it was a much better opening than it turned out to be in this game. I think I just had some bad shuffle luck turn 3. I think it is very possible though that I might have misplayed it from there though. Like, maybe I should have pivoted towards something else. Yeah, there goes the villages. No, well, he's leaving 2. Maybe I'll take those this turn. I'm not even sure. Alright, here we go. Oh, I can't even get them. I don't have any money. so much for that. Gotta put my 100 woods. Only 1 treasure in the trash. So I could play both of these. I could remodel this into 100 woods. I think I'd rather just play them both as seal so I can top deck the 100 woods and guarantee that I have it. But boy, am I behind. Best chance here, I think, is like maybe he falls for some sneaky pile out or something. Stonemason is a very pile out-y card. More likely what happens is I lose to some sneaky pile out because, well, his deck's a lot stronger, and so it's much more capable of threatening to do that sort of thing. And he's a good enough player that I think he's not going to like lower the piles too much and leave me an easy win. I'd like it if he did, though. The Hollywood's attack doesn't really matter too much here. It's basically just a draw card. because you'll have your estates trashed, and like even if once you get provinces, you'll be able to discard those provinces with mill, so that the Haunted Woods doesn't force you to top deck them. Yeah, I would expect him to take the last 2 village greens here, I think, and maybe buy a mill. I think that's what I would do. He could just summon 2 village greens, I guess, rather than stonemasoning for them, and you'd miss it on the mill, but you'd get a nice next turn. It's also an option. But I think is him. Well, maybe he'd be worried about pile-outs. I don't think my deck's actually strong enough to pile out, but you know, stonemasons are low. Maybe he worries that I run down stonemason and mill or something. I don't think my deck can do that, but he might try to play it safe. He takes 1. I think I'm losing this. I was quite close to winning the last one. Or not the last one. The last one was the short one. The one that ended up being tied. The Baker one. I think I was ahead that game, and he had that nice $15 hand. Well, water under the bridge. Let's play one. I guess it's worth looking whether I can pile out. I'm like 95% sure the answer is no. I have to do like 6 stonemasons, a village green, and then either like 6 mills or 8 estates. I could like stonemason Haunted Woods into village green mill, remodel village green into mill, remodel. Yeah, and there's nowhere close. I think my last card's a forager. Yeah. Now his deck, I think, actually might be capable of like pile out next turn or something. He's got a lot more cards than I do. So I'm definitely playing Haunted Woods. I probably want to play a Village Green now. There's not a whole lot of value to me, I don't think, in setting aside the Village Green for next turn. Because I actually like the Village Greens to be in my deck where my mills can hit them. In fact, maybe I turn this into another mill for those purposes. Do I just like province already? Like I'm very worried that he can pile out. If I don't do anything. But like if I take province, I'm just surely losing because my deck does nothing right now. So I think I have to build a little bit more and aim for a pile out somehow soonish. Like if I just take the last village green, I would expect him to pile out mills and stonemasons probably. I could take the last village green and like buy duchy or something. That all sounds so bad. I'm also kind of low on draw. Like I really ought to add a Royal Blacksmith or another Haunted Woods or something. I'm so losing. Maybe I think Stonemason for 2 Mystics and buy Blacksmith. I wouldn't be surprised if he just wins next turn, but I gotta take risks here. Then my plan, I guess, is just like, it involves hoping to win 2 turns from now. Yeah, all of this sucks. I'll take Mystic Haunted Woods. A Blacksmith, and figure out if somehow I can win in 2 turns. It sure don't look good. No doubts about that. The idea, I think, is I have debt this turn, but I pay off that debt, I put 1 more Haunted Woods in play, and then hope that somehow a pile out just spontaneously arises for me the following turn. Because I'll have a big turn with 200 Woods going off. I'm pretty sure he'll score here, and then it'll be relevant. Because I can't really score back. My guess is he's trying to calculate whether he has a pile out. Not sure whether he does. We'll find out momentarily. That looks like someone who's going for it. Something tells me he has to win then. Oh, that's cute. Empty the village green pile first, so your poacher now discards, so you can now play the village green with the poacher effect. We're getting fancy here. Man, I sure hope he botches this somehow and has like miscounted. That might be my way to win. Hope that E.Honda has miscounted his pile out. My guess is he has it. Like, this is not a situation where, as E.Honda, I'd take a risk on a pile out I wasn't certain of, because he's just like so far in the lead. So if he's doing this pilot thing, surely he must have figured out in advance that it definitely works. Taking the gamble seems like it would be a real bad idea. So he needs 3 buys here, or 2 buys and like a gain, because he'll need to buy stonemason for 2 mills, which would be 6, stonemason for 2 stonemasons, which would be 4, and then he needs to gain 1 more stonemason. Alright, well there's the stonemason gain. Does he have he has a forager in there still, I think? Yeah, I think this looks like it's going to be a win. Oh, that also works, I guess. Yep, GG. Yeah, he has more than enough gains. He is overflowing with gains. And a duchy to spare. Alright, down 2-3. The pressure is on. Oh no, if that player won, that ain't good. On the other side, I get to be player 1 in game 7 if I win this. Okay. Lovely. I thought I had Cardinal on my dislike list, but I must have removed it. I dislike Cardinal, but I guess there must have been some other card. Oh yeah, I think I had to take Cardinal off so I could put Tournament back on there, because I also don't like Tournament. But we're playing with Cardinal. This actually looks like one of the more interesting kingdoms we've had so far, though. A little limited on gains. Only plus buy is Spice Merchant, which is awkward. You could like get coppers off of Treasure Trove, feed them to Spice Merchant for plus buy. All that's a little bit weird. We got action with Hostelry, draw with Steward. Cost reduction for Highway makes the plus buy kind of worth building towards. Could score with Bishop. I'm not sure whether you play for like a big Highway turn or something, or whether you just Bishop golds and score tons of points that way. I think Spice Merchant Steward seems like a pretty obvious open though. Spice Merchant trashes coppers, Steward trashes estates, and then you're really happy. Yeah, he agrees with that. I really want to see my Spice Merchant in the next hand. If I see that, I'll be happy, because I can trash a copper and then trash 2 estates. If the Steward bottom decks, I'm fine, because I'll draw to it. If the Spice Merchant bottom decks, I'll be sad. Okay, I guess before I go further, I should decide, where is this kingdom going? Like, bishoping golds seems like a lot of points, and it's easy to do. Highway could potentially get a lot of provinces real fast, perhaps faster than the Bishop Gold thing. The plus buy is awkward though, because it's just Spice Merchant to work with, and it doesn't play well with highways. So you kind of got to ask whether you're going to play Highway or play Bishop. Why am I tired? It's like 1 p.m. here. I'm not sure which of those is better. I'm kind of thinking the Highway thing is faster. Probably. Right? Like, you could get a lot of provinces real fast. Even if you don't buy them all in 1 turn. If you get the provinces over like 2 or 3 turns. If the highways are uncontested, that would just not be that hard. The only real limitation there is the gains. Yeah, I think highway's faster than bishop. So now what does that suggest about what I should buy now? I think I can take a second spice merchant, maybe? So down here I'm going to have 3 coppers. I'm going to trash 2, I'm going to buy a border guard. Maybe I kind of need the money, actually. To hit 5. A second spice merchant is not conducive to hitting 5. I just need to hit 5 like once for highway, and then I think I'm good. Now, well, the steward will eventually help me hit 5, right? This is a tough choice. I think I'll take... I really don't know. All these look kind of good. I'll take the second spice merchant, I guess. Oh, well, I guess I'm kind of glad I did that because I did get the worst shuffle, which is spice merchant missing. The one I was saying sucked earlier. He takes bonfire instead of spice merchant. That'll get you trashed a little bit faster, but I think I'm just going to ultimately want a second spice merchant anyway for plus buy. I think I'm just going to trash this for money here, probably, so I can get my highway in now. Which of these do I play first? Down there is... I saw 4 coppers. Alright. There's a 5th copper. I think it's just the last 2 coppers, right? I guess I'll draw both of those for the money. I want to find the highway. Trash 2. Alright, I'm getting thin now. I guess I do need to add a silver. I'll need villages here very soon. I will also want a treasure trove because I'll need more treasures to feed the spice merchant. Yeah, he is so thin. I guess I want to find the silver. And I want the plus buy now. Should I take the treasure trove immediately, or should I take the hostelry first? I guess trove first is better, because I'm about to run out of treasures. Even if it means I can't play all these quite yet. He does feel ahead. I've got the highway, but he's got the... I don't know, maybe he's not. I'm not sure. He kind of feels ahead, but I can't explain exactly why. I have a highway, he has a hostelry, I have a spice merchant. He's already played his treasure trove. I think in the long term, the extra spice merchant might be valuable. Like, it's not helping me super much now, but it will be a third buy once I can build a deck that can play multiple spice merchants per turn. Play multiple spice merchants 4 plus buy. At the moment, I can play multiple per turn, but only if I choose card action, which is not really what I want to be doing. Down here, I've got spice merchant, 2 border guards, steward. Is it important to me which of those I find? Probably not, because I can't play any of it. because all I can afford to do is play one Spice Merchant to trash. He's going for Bishop, okay. It's a little surprising to me. We'll see if that works out. I did think the highway thing was stronger, but maybe the Bishop thing will score faster. I need at least one village here, maybe just two already. I'll take two. Now I want to add some more highways. Oh, he's got both of the artifacts for Border Guard. I need to get those back. We'll get those back as if I have them to begin with. I need to get those. I would like to trash this copper, but I don't want to risk the Spice Merchant's dudding. Okay, he's going straight for Bishop. We'll find out if the highway thing actually is faster. Maybe just another steward now for him for draw. I'm not exactly sure what his deck needs. Yeah, steward makes sense to me. Likewise, I kind of need to drop. Do I want to trash this silver? Well, let's see. I have 4, 6, 9 money, and 3 buys. Potentially 3 buys. Yeah, I think I would like to spend it and get myself like Hostery, Highway, Steward. Well, the other option is I could just take 2 highways right now. I think I want to trash it anyway, because I don't want to have the silver in my deck. Once I get the highways, I will have plenty of money. I'm sure they're taking at least 1 highway. My deck now supports playing 2 Spice Merchants per turn. So maybe I do just take 2 highways and like a Border Guard. It's quite possible. I don't really need to add the Hostery and Steward to draw anymore, do I? I'm going to try this. Might be a little bit greedy, but we'll see. I see the Steward and a Hostery on top, so I think I'm fine. Like, I think this is enough to draw my deck. Lining these 2 up. I really hope I'm right about this highway thing being fast enough to beat the Bishop. Because, the problem is Bishop will eventually score an unbounded number of points. You can just trash all the golds and score way more than the 48 points that are in the province pile. I just thought that it was going to be a little too slow to do that. It is possible I'm wrong about that. And we will see. I think, this is kind of enticing. What treasures do I have in my deck? A gold, a treasure trove, a gold, a copper. So if I trash this, I could trash both golds for buy. I think I might still need the money. I have 1 more treasure than I realistically need to have. I think I can afford to get rid of this copper, right? And then I'm thin enough that the treasure trove keeps feeding the Spice Merchants, and then I'm happy. Oh, I'm gonna keep it. I'm really not sure about this, but I think I'm gonna draw my deck anyway. That I'm not too concerned about having it around. Okay, now he's taking a second Spice Merchant. I'm a little confused by what he's going for then. Like, the second Spice Merchant would be the sort of thing that would make me think he is pivoting back towards something like what I'm doing, but with a bishop. I don't know, maybe he thinks the bishop points would be like a tiebreaker or something. Okay, so I don't find all 3 highways, but I think this should be enough money, right? 2, 4, 7, 9. Yeah, it should be enough to buy like a bunch of things. Just 3 more highways, I think. I'd love to like get all the highways. I think this deck's doing well. Like, if I get 3 more highways next turn, then I'll be looking to like triple province next turn, potentially. And then maybe my deck starts to fall apart a little bit, but if I just like buy like a province or 2 each turn, I think that should still be enough to beat the bishop thing. I wish I had a treasure on top here, like a gold or a copper, because I think now I'd be looking to get rid of that treasure. Like, what I really want my deck, I think, is 2 Spice Merchants and a Treasure Trove, and then the Treasure Trove gives me exactly 2 more treasures to feed the Spice Merchants. And right now I have 1 more than that, because I've got like Treasure Trove and like 3 treasures rather than the 2. So I think I can afford to trash 1 more. Okay, so I'm not liking this. I think I'm in a good spot. I don't think this Bishop Treasure Trove thing works out. I mean, I'm open to being proven wrong, but I don't have faith in his strategy. I just need to find the steward to draw. And yeah, my deck still draws everything. This is looking good. Coin Spy. Coin Spy. I could honestly even consider greening now. My deck triple provinces. That's a lot. I could also do like Canal, Province, Highway or something. Like if I take triple, I think my deck falls apart a bit because I don't have like really surplus draw or anything. I could do like Province, Hostelry, Steward. If I do that, I'd probably want to undo this so I could discard that gold for a horse. Just to be safe. I could do Province, Canal, Highway. Yeah, like if I do like, I don't know, 1 province now, and then 3 provinces next turn, and then, yeah, I feel like that's gotta be enough points, right? What gives me the most reliability here? I guess I don't really need more highways, do I? If I find all the highways I have, I'm getting enough money. So I could add another like hostelry and another steward. I could actually consider adding a bishop. No, I can't. I was going to say bishop my province is a way to keep my deck thin, but my provinces will be worth 0 once I put all my highways. So that would be a huge error. Triple province scores me a lot of points immediately, but then I think my deck is just too weak to consistently do more than that. My deck could probably double province from there on, actually. Use 1 Spice Merchant. If I do like triple province now, then just start double provincing. Using like 1 Spice Merchant for the plus buy. 3, then 2, then 2, then 1. That's, yeah, that sounds pretty good, right? I mean, if that's my plan, I could just build a little bit then. Like single now, triple next turn, then start doubling. I could do like province. What actually helps me the most? The answer might be hostelry steward. Or second border guard. I think it's going to involve me getting at least 1 province. And then I actually do kind of just want a triple. And then just double from there on out. I think it's doable for my deck. Maybe I just do double here and then like a 3rd thing. and then try to consistently double again. See. I think I want a hostelry. Yeah. I just want province, hostelry, I'll take that, and then another steward. I just want to be safe. I think if I tripled immediately, I'd have the risk of like dudding badly or something, and then I could potentially lose. I think if I triple province next turn and then start doubling from there on out, I think I'm probably fine. I think I want to trash this now. Now's a good time to get rid of that extra treasure. He's adding a lot of coppers. But he's also got a bunch of spice merchants to deal with that. Okay, I see what his deck is going for. I think it's going to be slower. I guess I take the spice merchant. Highway. I'll take the highway. I think if all goes well, I can draw back around to the other thingamajiggy. Alright, well, I'll take the steward because I think I have to use this horse anyway. Because I don't want to leave that. Yeah, I need to draw the other spice merchant. So the gold thing ended up not really mattering. But no big deal. Right, now I can consider triple province. And then I think the idea is I play one spice merchant for card action, one spice merchant for plus buy, and then just double from here on out. Because there'll be 4 provinces left, and I think I can do that twice. I hope. Certainly not guaranteed. If my deck does what it's supposed to do 2 times in a row, I think I win. Because I'm already in a points lead, and I don't think his deck is going to score faster than mine. His deck just has more longevity. But it does require some degree of drawing my cards in the right order. Like, the thing that's really nice is if my border guard sees provinces and I get the option to discard the provinces instead of drawing them, that would just be like the best. Don't want to trash anything now. You just keep building. Makes sense. His deck will eventually run forever. I guess highway's more important to me. I want lantern because I think he's just going to steal it back anyway. So taking the horn, which benefits me next turn, is irrelevant since I won't get the horn. I draw on. Highway. Oh, maybe I should have just taken the copper and taken the easy way out. What's that bottom card? It's not a highway. Is that a hostelry? You discarded a hostelry, right? Yeah. So this is fine. If I take the highway, I'll draw back to the copper for sure. And I even top deck a highway, which I think sounds pretty good. Oh wait, this actually means I can't double province, but that's, I guess, still fine. Single province might still be winning. So I'll take one, and I'll take something that helps me build. It could be another highway, so that I don't need to find every single highway for this to work. It could be another steward, because I now have enough action space to draw with that steward. It could be border guard. Border guards are like not bad. Do any of these give me like a realistic chance to triple next turn? I can just like threaten to end it there. I think not. Like I need to draw more than my deck can reasonably do with 5 provinces now in it. There's a non-zero chance I could triple next turn, like if all the provinces bottom deck or something. But I don't think it's something I should play around. So what maximizes the degree of reliability that I have? Duchy? Probably not. Highway, Hostery, Steward, Border Guard, maybe even Harbinger could be relevant. If I'm forced to discard something with my Border Guards. Kind of think Steward for the draw. And Border Guard might even just be de facto draw at this point, because it's really likely to find me a province. All of them seem reasonably good. Steward has risk of dudding if I find it without the Hosteries, though. I think I'll just take one more highway, because then I can just miss any one of my highways and still be fine. Uncertain about that decision. We are coming down to the wire here. I have the points lead. There's a few provinces left. There is a worrisome situation, though, I think, towards this end point here, where maybe he scores enough points to buy the last province outright on his turn. My guess is he won't have enough points to do that, but maybe. Another bishop. Yeah, this is just looking good for me, I think. I just need to not dud. Nice, I get to skip a province. I need to find a hostelry. Not nice, okay. I might just buy the province here, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't think he can double. And if my deck runs well, I can double. Not sure it will run well, but it could. All my treasures are down here. Well, actually, not all of them, but a lot of them. Maybe all of them. That actually could be a problem, right? Because my spice merchants can't draw if I don't find a treasure. Maybe I am in a little trouble this shuffle. Yeah, that was quite suboptimal, actually, now that I think about it. Finding every single treasure could be a bit of a problem for me. Okay, he's doing everything his net can do. Can he double? I don't think he has enough money to double province, though, right? I sure hope he doesn't. Yeah, he's scoring a lot of points. It might come down to my draw here. Yeah, huh. That's many points for him. And there's a serious risk that, if I do nothing, if I take single province this turn, I think he could probably just score a bit with his bishops and then buy the last province. And if I maybe do nothing, I don't think he can put up enough points that double province is still out of reach for me, though. I think I want a border guard now. I'd really like to skip the spice. Well, if it's skipping spice merchant and skipping province, I guess it doesn't make a difference at this point. I guess drawing with Steward is still just better than taking the gold to kill with spice merchant, because I get the option to do this now. Okay. This is getting dicey. I could drawing one and trying to single seems too dangerous. I think he could his deck might be able to hit single province pretty easily. So I think I have to build for doubling next turn. A little bit awkward here. Oh goodness, what's coming up? Don't I have a bunch of... Oh no! I have a bunch of treasures coming up, don't I? This is bad. I'm thinking that treasure dud turn, last turn, might have killed me. Because, this hand is dudding because of the provinces. And the idea would have been to trash the treasures with Spice Merchant, to have that deck running nice and clean. But I didn't get to do that last turn. And so now my deck, I think, has a bunch of treasures down there, doesn't it? It's at least got, yeah. No bueno. So what do I do? I could draw one and likely hit enough for province. Okay, find a highway and a gold or something. But I feel like one province is probably losing. He hit 7 last turn. But I think he could reasonably manipulate this bit to be 8 instead of 7 next turn. If he trashes differently with Bishop. He's got 2 gold in there. He would hit 8. I have to play the double province all at once. And I'm really worried about my shuffle next turn. But I also don't know what can salvage that. Because if I dud, it might be before I even get back around to this. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is a nightmare. Is this all my hostelries right here? And I've got like 2 stewards down there, don't I? I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure this, whatever's down here, is actually going to kill me. Ay. Well, this is unfortunate, because like the way this is playing out, I'm feeling like, I mean, the highway thing still seems better. Like, I feel like with good draws, this, like, I've been in the lead, I'm going to win. And I think that this turn really busted me. Where I drew all the treasures. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose now, because I don't think next turn is going to be able to double. I can't double now. Do I just, like, I could take 2 duchies and then try to win 2 turns? I think at that point my deck might be so bad that I just never double province again, because I'd have to find a lot of my highways for it to work. There's no point drawing on, I don't think I can. I just cannot buy a single province. That's just losing. Actually, I guess the point of drawing one could be to clear some of this junk off the top of my deck, and then I buy 1 card and try to... Yeah, let me undo that. I'm pretty sure a bunch of this stuff is really bad. I've seen most of my highways. I've seen all my hostelries. I think I should just draw 1. Yeah. I'm kind of glad I cleared that stuff off, I think. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was, honestly. I think I might have overestimated how many bad cards were down there. I thought I had more treasures than junk down here. This still feels fine, though. I'll just buy a hostelry now. So I'm still happy I did that, I think. Yeah, oh my goodness, look at this hand. Oh, what a beautiful hand. Okay. I think I win now. He can't double. And I don't think he can put enough points up that 48 points is not winning next turn. And this looks like a good hand for me. This looks like a real good hand. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I was very worried there for a minute. And I don't know, maybe I'm going from like overly worried to underly worried. But now I feel like I'm in a good spot again. Whew. That was tense. Because, yeah, again, if I lose this game, I'm out. Well, I lose the match. Yeah, he's not getting a 48. He's not getting a double. I think I got this. I mean, I could still have, like, really bad draws from here, but this is a nice starting hand. It was a real nice starting hand. Don't think it matters too much which order I play these cards in. Can't think of any strong reason for one over the other. This has been a long match for all the spectators, as well as myself. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's hitting 48, so I just gotta hit double province and I win. Again, I don't have any... Oh, well, in retrospect, playing Border Guard there would have been very good, but I had no good... Oh my goodness, oh no. What? Provinces, stop showing up, please. Take the hostelry, I guess. Oh my goodness, am I actually going to dud? Am I actually going to dud? Oh my goodness, I think I have to take the steward and draw. Again, I should take a lantern. Okay, I think I'm getting there. Okay. I think I got this. I still think I got this. Yeah, this looks fine. Whew, oh my goodness. All those provinces showing up at the beginning were really scaring me. Oh my, okay, we got it. Yeah, I feel like the highway thing just seemed better. And the final game. Ooh. I am fortunate to be able to be player one. That gives me a minor advantage. That was just pure luck of the draw. It's because I was player one game one, and then we played an even number of games prior to this game. I get to be player one again, game 7. Okay, all done to this. 3, I probably don't need to think about it. It's going to be cargo ship. But I'll think about the kingdom now anyway. So we've got cursed gold. So our next hand is going to be... I should actually kind of have to use the bathroom. Alrighty, I am back now. I probably should have looked at this kingdom closer before leaving so that I could mull it over. Okay, so we got no plus buy. Seems like the big limitation here. That affects things a lot, right? Yeah. There's no buys. There's only one gain, which is Noble Brigand can gain like golds or silvers. You don't even need to play with golds or silvers. That makes me think Triumphal Arch is going to be important. I kind of want to build a deck that gets to a single province reliably as quickly as possible. But ideally, how does that deck involve like 2 or 3 copies of 2 cards? Does it involve Alchemist? On the one hand, Alchemist might be too slow here. On the other hand, Alchemist might be a good candidate for Arch points. It looks like he's going for that. Surely this should be a junk dealer, right? I've got to get trashed. There's no good answer there's not a junk dealer here. I sure hope he draws 2+ potion. I'd be really happy with that hand. I think a potion opening is real greedy. Especially with a cursed gold where you're getting a curse off of it. I mean, I see the logic to it, but it's a greedy opening. So if I don't do Alchemist, what am I doing? Yeah, just like golds or something. I guess maybe I should follow him down the Alchemist path. We actually played a game where actually it was pretty similar to this, where there was Alchemist, there was Junk Dealer, and I just did Junk Dealers straight into provinces, and he did the Alchemists first. And I felt that I had the stronger deck overall, though it ended up in a tie because I misplayed it later on in the game. I could just take a second cargo ship and play a simpler money-ish thing. I guess one concern is if I went just like straight like cargo ships and then like trash a little bit and get golds or something like that, he could maybe play with Noble Brigand and steal those golds. So maybe I have to look to play with non-gold source of money. So merchant ship or plaza, cargo ship, whatever. I don't think I want multiple junk dealers because my buys are too precious. So maybe I just take Royal Carriage here with the idea of calling it on the junk dealer. I think I'll take a militia now. The attack does seem good. So, I could call the carriage now and hit 5. I think I'd really rather call it on junk dealer later, though. I could play the cursed gold and hit 5. I mean 6 technically, but I don't think I want a gold. This looks like a 2+ potion hand to me. I think he might have gotten punished for that Alchemist play. I don't think I want to waste my carriage on the ghost ship. I think I'm just going to take another Royal Carriage, set it aside, and hope to line it up with Junk Dealer. It's a shame my Junk Dealer is going to miss the shuffle, but I'm going to call it like a bajillion times, which will be nice. Third Royal Carriage? That might be absurd, but maybe. What's my second action pile going to be? Like, do I actually want to bother with the Alchemist? It could be Plaza. Just bank up some coffers. I'll take the carriage, I guess. I know I'm going to eventually want it. And I'm happy to call it on Drug Dealer a bunch, I think. I think I'm just not going to go for Alchemist. I think I'm pretty convinced of that at this point. I think it's just too buy limited. Like, wasting a buy on the potion is on its own a very significant thing here. A little sad. Knew this was likely. So do I want to attack him, or do I want to get the cargo ship effect? I think I want the cargo ship effect, right? Because there's exactly 5 cards down here. And I think none of them are draw cards. And so if I set aside something like Plaza, I can trigger the shuffle, which is nice. Because down there, I think... Curse, State, Curse, Copper. J plays a Cursed. Yeah, I think down there's like 2 curses and 2 estates, right? That's really gross. Wait, J trashes. No, 1 curse and 2 estates. Still pretty bad. So I think I'd rather do this. Oh wait, I have a royal carriage on my map still? No, maybe I... No, it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to call that, does it? Yeah, I don't see why I would call that. I'll set aside a Plaza. Yeah, I'm really happy to trigger the shuffle. And I get to now... I will discard that. And now I get to carriage my junk dealer. And what am I buying? Just another Blossom, maybe? I've now got 3 carriages and 3 Blossoms, which is a decent amount of Triumph Large points. I could call it and trigger a shuffle. Go back around and find the junk dealer. I'm also not unhappy ending here. Like, just buy another carriage or something. Or maybe I could actually seriously consider buying merchant ship as my payload. Like, you just call carriage on merchant ship a bunch, and then that's gonna hit you like 2 turns in a row. Something like that. I might seriously do that. I assume he's gonna militia me here. Yep. Discard. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded that. I'll call this once. Yeah, discarding the copper is probably a mistake because of the chance of drawing junk dealer. Yeah, I can't afford to call it now because I could have something good up there. I'll just play both of these. I'll buy myself another carriage because it gives me the potential to get more arch points by buying a plaza in the future. And I think here I kind of do just want to like call the carriages all on the merchant ship. going to start provincing pretty soon. Maybe even this turn. I could consider buying one more plaza and then trying to province. See if those 2 alchemists pay off for him. The first alchemist you get is basically just undoing the harm of getting the potion. Because potion itself is 1 stop card, alchemist itself is 1 draw. And so, like, buy potion, buy 2 alchemists. I feel like it's basically just buying 1 lab. And, I mean, it does top deck itself more often, so it's a little bit better than just a singular lab for sure. But, nonetheless, I feel like if you're not going to get, like, more than 2 alchemists, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. So I do think I just want another plaza here. I'll score points, and then I can start provincing next turn. The question is, I think I'm going to call one of these. I'd like to save the coffer and not have to use that to buy the plaza. I could call multiples here to set it for next turn, but I think I don't need to. Like, if I really need the extra money, I could just call it on, like, cargo ship or militia or something. End actions, buy that. This hand is too good. The problem is I'm going to have to discard 2 cards of value because I'm going to get attacked. I'm still fine with this because it means my junk dealer is down here somewhere with a bunch of my junk, which is where I want it to be. And I'll probably discard, like, the cargo ship because I don't have any need to pick up my province. Like, discard cargo ship, 1 plaza, and then call carriage on militia. This seems like it should be fine. Third alchemist, okay. I'll discard that to make up some coffers, and I can start provincing. So if my deck can province consistently, which it can't do if I'm lagging, then I should win from here, because he can't score more than 1 province per turn. I'm not sure how consistent my deck will province, but I think with good draws it can province every turn from here on out. Junk dealer, where are you at? I've got a decent chance of drawing it, though. I guess the problem is, now I'm going to have to discard 2 cards to the militia attack. And then I won't actually have stuff to trash my junk dealer. I sure hope he doesn't militia me. I'll be really happy if his militia misses, because this would be a slightly tough call. Like, which card do I most want to trash? The state I would like to trash, so I could keep that around, but then what if I don't happen to draw the junk dealer? I don't get to discard the estate to plaza, whereas I can discard these other 2 to plaza. Curse gold is kind of useless, because it gives me a curse, and it's also not worth points on, like, estate. But also, it could come in handy in a pinch if I was otherwise going to, like, miss province, and then I can just take 1 curse to hit a key number. Copper is just kind of like middle ground between all of those things. Okay, so now I have to decide. I think I keep the estate around. I think I most want to trash the estate. I think. I have a bunch of cards left. God dang it. Well, drunk dealer's on bottom. I'm not going to discard because I don't want to put it back in that shuffle. Okay, Colonies carriage. Well, this is a little unfortunate. So if it goes province, etc. from here on out, I'm still fine because I would still win from that. I could consider taking Plaza now with the idea that it lets me score more points from royal carriage in the future. I think I want to do that. Where's my merchant ship? I would really love to see the merchant ship at the top of my shuffle so I could like play it and then still have it go back into my deck for the next shuffle. But it's going to hide out in the very bottom there. So now I've got... oh shoot, I actually could be in trouble here. This is a bad hand. I don't have enough to hit 8. So I'll have to buy a royal carriage. And then all of a sudden, I'm actually concerned. Oh no. Oh, this is actually just... Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is real bad. If I had a Plaza in my hand, it would be fine. I could play the Plaza and play both of these. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I'm suddenly very worried. Yeah, missing 8 twice in a row is something I couldn't really account for. If he can hit 8 now every turn, I think he wins. Because he'll get both of the next 2 provinces, and I can't do anything about that. Yikes. Man, I have too many villages, honestly. Like, I've got 2 terminals and like 4 villages just for points purposes. And somehow none of the villages are in the hand that has the 2 terminals. Like, this is just a remarkably unlikely draw, I think. And that might be the thing that sends me to the loser's bracket. Boy, that is going to be real sad if it's true. And I sure hope he misses 8. But he's seen most of his cards here already, so my guess is he won't. Yeah, I'm dead. His deck's thin enough now that there's just nothing I can do. He's gonna draw his deck. Maybe he doesn't have enough money? Does he have 8 coins in his deck to work with? It's possible. Oh yeah, he's got 8, doesn't he? Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, yeah, he does. Shoot, yeah, I'm dead. He can do this every single turn from here on out, and he'll win. He wouldn't have won if I could hit 8 here, but I can't hit 8 here, so I lose. Oh, maybe I should call both of these carrot. That's still not enough, is it? Yeah, I guess I could call... Do I have to call this carriage and spend a coffer? I think that's my only chance. But if I take all my carriages off the mat and spend one of my coffers, what are the odds I hit 8 consistently for the rest of the game? All of a sudden very low. But I kind of think that's what I gotta do. Because if he gets that province, I'm just dead in the water. This might be the second time I lose to E.Honda skipping Alchemist, despite not being particularly convinced that was the reason. I can just discard both of these and hit province, I think. Right? Yeah, that should be fine. I'll have to use my last coffer. It's a little sad. Alright, I could still be in this. I'm hanging on by the skin of my teeth. Did I say hanging on? I meant I'm dead. If he takes province here, I lose. Because he'll be able to province and I will not be. I hope he plays for like the tie or something and just takes a duchy. That's really my only chance. Maybe Alchemist was worth it, I don't know. Buy a duchy? Or something with triumph large points, I guess, for you. Yeah, he's already got all his arch points from 3 alchemists and 3 carriages. Please buy duchy. Uh-oh. Okay, he's my duchy. And now I buy this, right? Let me just double check. J buys and gains a plaza. Yeah, I've got 5 plazas and 4 carriages. So that's worth 3 points for me. Oh, this militia attack is going to hurt here. What do I keep behind? I've got 1 carriage. This is awkward. I might mythate again. Yeah, he's gonna militia me. So how do I salvage this? I guess, no, shoot, I don't even get to wait to see whether he buys province to know whether, what I should discard, because I have to do this before he buys. So, I have 1 carriage down, 1 carriage here. If I discarded like cargo ship plaza, that would be 6 in hand. I probably shouldn't even bother militia attacking him. He draws anyway. Or maybe actually he doesn't anymore because he has a bunch of green cards in his deck now. He's only got the 3 alchemists. I could discard carriage plaza and play both of these. I could militia him and set aside a duchy so it doesn't go into my shuffle. I guess that's fine. Man, I'm really unsure. On the upside, this is a delicious bell pepper. The one I ate yesterday was quite bland. Uh-oh. Why is he gonna do anything? Is he buying province? Oh, you've got to place potion. Fair enough. I see. Okay. So I shall attack him. And I get to set aside a duchy so it doesn't go in my shuffle, and I still got a carriage down. This is looking reasonably good for me, I think, still. End actions. Buy a duchy. Set aside. The thing I most want to do is just call a bunch of carriages on a merchant ship. But that just ain't meant to be, is it? Yeah. This militia's really hurting me. I can't attack him as reliably as he can attack me. I already got 1 carriage down. I might have... Yeah, this is bad. I think I just discard this. I don't care enough about trashing anymore. Probably, right? Yeah, I think I'll discard that. I mean, I would be so happy if I could just draw my merchant ship with this plaza and then call all the carriages on it and then hit 8 twice. He is still drawing his deck. Well, draw one. Oh my god. Is it even worth drawing one at this point? Probably not, right? Now I wish I kept my junk dealer around to trash that curse. Whatever I draw is just not going to help me hit 8. Yeah, I guess I just end actions. Seems sad. I guess that's what I'm doing. And buys. Yikes. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess with the carriages he does have enough draw, doesn't he? Because he's kind of functionally got like 6-ish alchemists, depending whether he can find his carriages before his third alchemist, which he does. So he's got decent draw. Yeah, if he buys province here, I'm in trouble. Ouch. I guess I discard carriage here. I'd rather play militia and merchant ship. Yep, I'm a goner, ain't I? I'll call the carriage a bunch of times, I guess, in hopes that helps me next turn. Please miss 8. I guess the alchemist thing worked out fine. I still find opening with it kind of dubious. I don't think I would have opened with the potion. But like, I did end up buying a bunch of like ultimately less useful actions in the form of those plazas to score arch points. And while he had to waste a buy on the potion, I think it just paid off long term in terms of deck reliability. That ability to get that militia attack in every turn was pretty significant here. Yeah, I think I'm pretty lost. Oh well, to the loser's bracket I go. I'll have to face either Dan Brooks, Kaplane, or Sam E. It would be my second time facing Sam E. after playing him in semifinals. Yeah, looks like he's got it. Rip. Ay, ay, ay. GG. I believe that's 4-3 now, right? Take a look at the bracket real fast. Yeah, I'll be here. And so he's guaranteed top 2. I'll have to beat whoever makes it to loser's bracket finals, and then I'll get a second shot at E.Honda. Oh, that'll be tough, because in order to win the championship, I'd actually have to beat him twice now, because he'll still be undefeated. Yeah, I'm going to say I was just fatigued because he made me wait too long. So it was definitely his fault. That's my excuse. We'll go with that. Alright, anyways, that's the match.